Going to gym is first step. Showing up and staying consistent are very important. But just because you go to gym, you're not going to see gains. This is exactly like going to school or college. You don't become qualified just because you joined the course or had good attendance. You need to actually learn and excel. Here are 11 reasons why you're not building muscle. Number 1. Counting reps. This is the most common reason why a lot of people are not building muscle. We see some program on the internet and decide we are going to do 3 sets of 12 reps and accommodate everything around it. We'll stop exactly at 12. We'll choose a weight that will help us do 12 reps. Even 11 reps is not enough. If we decide 12, we will choose a way to do exactly that. We may be able to do another 5 more reps, but we will stop at 12. If we are doing 3 sets, we will do the first 2 sets with light weight so that we can do 12 reps in the third set. Stop. Your muscles don't know mathematics. When they are put under progressive tension, they grow. Doesn't matter 10 reps or 12. You need to get to failure or get close to it. That's what matters. If you're calculating numbers in your head and hitting a rep number is all that matters, then how will you see progress? How will you add more tension every workout session?
Could be killing your gains.
2. Too many exercises doing similar movements. I have made this mistake too. I will do one arm lat pull down, then pull-ups, then lat pull down with wide grip, narrow grip, neutral grip. Useless. So many workouts for the same muscle. Everyone does this for chest. Flat bench, incline bench, then decline bench, dips, push-ups, all in one day. You don't need to do all that every chest day or Monday. There might be small variations, but you can't do all of them in one go. You don't justify so much volume and your intensity on every workout will suffer. Just do 10 to 20 sets per muscle group per week, not more. 3. Wanting 6-packs all the time. Between 15 to 22, you are extremely anabolic. Your testosterone, growth hormone are at its peak. Everything in your body is primed to grow around puberty. But people want 6-packs. There is literally a YouTube influencer around 20 years in age with 200,000 followers. He's making a video that his bulk was failing at 2,400 calories. Social media is not reality. You need to get uncomfortable to get what you want. But instead, people want to show off on social media straight away. Everyone wants to be the abs guy. Get ripped, get to 10% body fat and stay there. But when you want to build muscles, you will be bulking and you will lose your abs. Even if you are lean bulking or main gaining, you will eventually get to 15 to 17% body fat and your abs will not be good for pics. You need to be okay with that, else it will be hard for you to build muscle. 4. Not quantifying rest in between sets. In between sets, people don't rest properly. These are the only 2 things most people do. Have fun conversation with someone in the gym or pick up the phone and look at Instagram or TikTok. I have been guilty of this too. It's not like you should never do that, but it's not something you should do when you have a goal. When you start resting like this between sets, you don't actually know if you're resting too little or too much. When you rest too little, you can't progress on strength, and when you rest too much, you lose focus. The rest also depends on your goals. When you train for hypertrophy, you rest differently, and when you train for strength, you rest differently. So quantify how much you are resting in between sets. 5. Recovery. Resting extends after workout too. Resting to recover. You can train all you want, but if you are not recovering, you are not actually building muscle at all. When you train, you just break down muscle fibers. In fact, any intense exercise session will raise your cortisol levels. It's that catabolic. Only when you recover, you are in an anabolic state and build muscle. So resting for recovery is important. There are people that go to gym twice a day or lift 7 days a week. Not ideal. Also, recovery doesn't mean you have to spend your rest days on the couch. In fact, I have personally found active recovery methods like walking, yoga, or mobility training help more with recovery than lying in bed all day. The 6th reason you are not building muscle is cause you don't have a good training program. It's 2021. There are better ways to train than doing bro splits. Also, you don't need 5 chest exercises of 4 sets each or 10 bicep variations of 4 sets to build muscle. People don't want to spend when it comes to preventive health. We would rather buy a supplement than go pay a coach to build a training program. So we go for the free programs available in bodybuilding.com or some magazine or whatever. And they are not made for you. Those programs are made to look cool and not designed for your needs or goals in particular. They have so much volume that it's just outright ridiculous. Our tendon insertion, joints or any limiting factor for that matter are going to be very different from others. I cannot go curl 100 kgs for biceps. My wrist will give away. I have very small wrists and forearms that insert way too high. So stop doing some internet programs and train for your particular situation. The general guideline will be to train each body part twice a week. Again, it's not the same, but it's a good place to start. 7. Losing weight aggressively. Yes, you can build muscle and lose weight, but you can't do both aggressively. All these 90-day transformations you see on social media are not real. People either are bulking and have so much muscle underneath the fat that their metabolism is high, Or they are on PEDs that they can quickly lose fat without losing muscle. Otherwise, it's impossible. Imagine your maintenance calories are actually 2400. How much do you think you can cut? How low on calories can you go? When you drop too much, you will start losing muscle. Be realistic. A natural fat loss cycle will have a number of refeeds and diet breaks. And if you want to build muscle and lose fat, it will involve reverse diets and lean bulks as well. 8. Not having a plan. Every time I ask someone in the gym how many sets they have left, almost 3 out of 10 don't know. They are working out on the machine and they don't know how many sets they have left. Once someone told me they just work out till it hurts. Your exercise needs to set you up for growth. You don't work out to feel pain or sore or to sweat. Also, how many of us track workouts and progressively overload every time? These are gains left out on the table and obviously not helping you to build muscle. 9. Eating too much. This again I have experienced personally. The amount of muscle I have now, I have had before. But I never look like this because I used to eat a lot and all those muscles will be covered by fat. We see all these fitness influencers on drugs and think we need to weigh that much for a great physique. Like Joe Static talks about how the goal was always 100 kgs ripped.
It was always to be 100 kg shredded.
This was me around 100 kgs. Now I am barely 80 and I am 6'2". The point is, weight doesn't matter. When you are lean and hold enough muscles, you look big. Most natural physiques that you see on social media will be very lean in person in clothes. So don't bulk too much and think you are not building muscles. You are just putting on a lot of fat above your muscles and don't see them. Also in this approach, when you bulk too much and start your cut, you are going to lose a lot of muscle. So generally don't bulk above 16 to 18% unless you want to be a power lifter, a strongman or just fat. Also don't buy those mass gainer supplements, they suck. 10. Thinking all supplements are steroids. Yes, most supplements are garbage. The alpha-linoleic acid, BCAAs, fat burners. I have tried almost all supplements from my teens. Most of them are garbage. But saying I want to be natural, I don't want creatine, whey protein, they are all steroids. I want to build a natural body, I don't want chemicals. This shows how stupid you are and how little you know about nutrition and fitness. Understand food supplements. If you can get 5 grams of creatine from natural foods, or if you are getting enough protein from diet, then cool. But otherwise you are leaving gains on the table. It may just contribute to 5% of gains, but that's still 5% you are not getting. And when you have bad genetics and still want to build muscle, you better take every percentage that you can get. Lastly, an important reason why you are not building muscle is cause of poor lifting form. 1 rep maxes are so overrated. Again, we see people on social media lifting some weight and we want to get there and do it. Mike Thurston easily reps 50 kg dumbbells for incline press. So you think you can do it straight away? Are you Mike Thurston? Do you take all the stuff he takes? Do you have genetics like him? So don't ego lift. People do this. Load up so much on the leg press machine and friends will sit on top of it and they'll be like, new PR, hey, no use. So many have torn biceps, injured tendons and ligaments, so many niggles because they ego lifted. The truth is, you don't need to lift too heavy to build muscle. Chris Bumstead uses bands training for the Olympia to protect his shoulders. The concept of lifting heavy as the only way to grow muscles is so old school. Even if you want to be a power lifter or strongman, lifting technique is a precursor to lifting heavy. So don't watch some celebrity lift some weight and use your ego to go try that. Hope you learned why you are not building muscle. Now don't come in the comment section and type, you're only talking about mistakes and not solutions. Dude, just don't do the mistake and do it the right way. Like not having good form and ego lifting? Then don't do it and instead lift with form, and that's the solution. Don't be silly. Thanks.